I'll be walking you through the 3D model of a brain that I crocheted for my anatomy project. I've always been really interested about brains, so I chose it as my focus to really dig deep into what makes it such a crucial part of our body. You might be wondering, why is the brain so important? Well, the brain is basically the command center of our bodies, responsible for controlling everything we do, think, and feel. So as you can see here, I made different parts of the brain, different colors, so that way it wasn't as confusing to point out. The brain is made up of different tissues, mostly nervous tissue, which includes neurons and glial cells. These tissues work together to send and receive signals across the entire body, allowing us to move, think, and feel. In terms of location, many of us already know where the brain is located, but it sits within the cranial cavity, protected by the skull. It's positioned at the superior end of the spinal cord and is connected directly to it through the brainstem. So the brain is part of the nervous system, as many of us know, and is divided into several lobes, each with unique functions, along with the cerebellum and spinal cord, which connect everything to the rest of the body. First, we have the frontal lobe, which is located at the front of the brain. It's responsible for decision-making, problem-solving, and controlling our behavior and emotions. This lobe also manages voluntary movements. Then we have the parietal lobe, which processes sensory information like touch, temperature, and pain. It also helps us understand spatial relationships so we can navigate and understand our surroundings. Then to the side of the brain, we have the temporal lobe that is near the ears and is crucial for hearing and language comprehension. It also plays a role in forming memories, which is super important. Then next is the occipital lobe, this dark blue one, which is located at the back of the brain and is mainly responsible for vision and helps us interpret things that we see like colors, shapes, and movement. Then this orange part right here is called the cerebellum and is located underneath the occipital lobe, and it coordinates balance and fine motor skills, allowing us to perform precise movements smoothly. Then we have the spinal cord and this green part, and it connects the brain to the rest of the body and acts as a communication pathway, sending signals from the brain to the nerves in the body and back again. This allows us to react to the world around us and control our reflexes and automatic movements. Each part of the brain works together to manage everything from basic survival functions to complex thoughts and movements. Unfortunately, the brain is susceptible to various conditions like strokes, Alzheimer's disease, and Parkinson's disease, of all which can severely affect its functions. One rare condition that I personally know someone that has is called the Chiari malformation. It's really rare, but this is basically when part of the brain, specifically the cerebellum, extends into the spinal canal. Normally, the cerebellum sits snugly within the cranial cavity, but with the Chiari malformation, it actually pushes downward through an opening of the base called the foramen magnum. This can lead to issues with balance, coordination, and even severe headaches, as the cerebellum and brainstem are compressed. It's rare, but can sometimes go unnoticed or be misdiagnosed until symptoms appear. And no, the brain cannot be transplanted like other organs, partially because of its complex connections to the spinal cord and its role in forming our consciousness and identity. One cool fact I discovered while working on this model is just how many different parts of the brain have to work together seamlessly to perform even the simplest tasks. For example, walking isn't just about moving your legs. It's a mix of balance, coordination, and muscle control, all coming from different brain regions. So that's my 3D model of the brain and some insight into what makes this organ an essential to our body and fascinating. Thank you.